Hello, hello. It's the 12th of November, Sunday night, and here we go. We are live. And I've just realised I didn't put my overhead lights on. So does anyone mind if I get up and pop those on? It should make a difference. Give me 1 second. Hopefully that will make it a little bit easier to see. I've got both the boys in here with me tonight, and by boys I mean the four-legged furry kind. They're both, one's lying on the floor like a lump and the other one is sitting under the table, all very proper. So I don't know if they're, hopefully they'll leave me alone while I'm crafting, but we'll see how that works. Normally I have them out. Paul looks after them, but he went to sleep on the lounge this afternoon, so they're in here with me instead. How are we all? How's everyone's week been? Did you have a lovely weekend? That's what I would like to know. Oh, you watched the new On Stage at Home? Fantastic, Shelley. What did you think? Did you like it? Who did watch On Stage yesterday, and what was the verdict? Did everyone enjoy it? That's what I'd like to know. So On Stage is an event that they put on for demonstrators. It's like a training kind of a thing. We get to look at new products, what's coming out, get some ideas on what we can do with those products, all that kind of stuff. Hey there, Glenda. Hey, Deb. Hey, Rose. Hey, Katrina. Hi, Janine. Hello, Margaret. How are you? And Leslie is here. And Margaret Griffith. Hello, everyone. So nice to see everyone here tonight. Okay. So I thought we'd have a little play with some punches tonight, because I haven't done a lot lately with a couple of the new punches from the new catalogue. So I'm going to switch over to the desk and let's go from there. So give me a second. I'll hit the button. There we go. There's the desk. Put that in the middle. And this is the catalogue that is currently live. It went live at the beginning of September, which feels like ages ago now. Does anyone else feel like that? It's only 2 months, but it feels like ages ago. Oh, people are saying they did enjoy it. Fantastic. Oh, that's okay. Look, if you were registered, you can watch the replay. So long as you're registered, you have access to the replay after the event. So you can still get in there from the email that they sent you, even if you missed it yesterday. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Margaret. That's really good. Yeah, I was a little bit concerned. You didn't seem yourself at all. And you're saying that you're starting to feel better. That's great. Hey, Marilyn, you watched On Stage yesterday. What did you think? Oh my goodness, Subu, you're sewing for a panto. Ooh, how exciting. Is it what kind? Is it like a musical society, or is it a school, or who's putting the panto on? Love to hear all that kind of stuff. Love to hear how everyone is going. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Hey, Moira. All right. Okay, so I'm going to have just going to quickly take you. There are so many things in this catalogue that I would have loved to have gotten. Like, I would have really loved to get what I call the thermos set. It's called the Warmest Heart Bundle, but I call it the thermos set because to me it looks like a thermos. I don't know if they say thermos in America, but here in Australia that's what everyone calls them. It's a bit like an esky. It's we don't call them coolers, we call them eskies, because that was a very popular brand of cooler and everyone got to know them as eskies. And the same with the thermos. Thermos was a brand of to keep your hot water hot, but we all got to know it as a thermos. Anyone not say thermos? What do other people call them? If you don't call this a thermos, what is it? Okay, what sort of thing? It is, look, all of our on stage and events that Stampin' Up put on for us are fantastic. They always do such a great job. There's a lot of work goes into putting them together, and it's well worth it. Did everyone enjoy did everyone realize there's a free gift at the end, which you need to actually, if you were registered for it, you can add that gift to your order. So that's a nice little thing. It was a gift for everyone who attended. It's a stamp set from the upcoming new catalogue. And we all got to see the new catalogue. How exciting. You call it a flask, Wendy. That's in the UK, right? A flask. I can see why it's called a flask. Moira said flask. Oh, yeah, that makes sense that Esky comes from Eskimo. Although I think it's spelled Esky, the brand name for Esky. So anyway, so yeah, it's a little bit like calling a barbecue a Weber. We all know what we mean by that, but it's actually a brand name, right? Oh, hey Lillian, nice to meet you. It's windy down there in Tassie, is it? Do we have any other Tassie girls here tonight? Anyone else from Tassie? Which part of Tassie are you in, Lillian? Are you in down south or are you up Launceston way? Whereabouts are you? All right, so this is a fun set. I didn't end up buying it, but I really liked it. I'm wondering if anyone did buy it because I don't think I sold any. I tend to sell the sets that I demonstrate. So if I really like a set, I will buy it to show it to people, and that's what people tend to buy what they see used. So if I don't use it, if I don't buy it, it doesn't get a good, but somebody else would have bought it and somebody else would have shown it. Exactly, calling a vacuum cleaner a Hoover. Exactly the same thing. Yes, Wendy, you are correct. I think there's lots of those sorts of things that we call it by the brand name instead of the actual item name. Northwest. Ah, so what, Devonport? Up that way? The best part, you're not biased at all, right? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually turn over to the back here. The menu up the back, first of all, they've got like all the bundles listed out, whether they be punch bundles or whether they be die bundles with the stamp sets. And then after all the bundles, then we have the catalogue at a glance section, which is fantastic. It's so much easier to find things. So you can see all the stamp sets and they're by alphabetical order. And then the dies, also by alphabetical order, then the embossing folders. And when you turn over the page, you get all the papers together. So all the papers are here on this page. And then punches are all together, embellishments, tools, ribbons, that kind of stuff. It's worth noting that these adhesive-backed star trinkets have sold out and are no longer available. So those are not going to be replaced. If anyone has been waiting for those to come back in, I'm so sorry, but they are gone. They were so popular and we're unable to get them again. So they are listed as being discontinued. There will be a retired list coming for items that are actually going to be discontinued at the end of this catalogue. This catalogue actually finishes officially, even though it says September to December, it officially finishes on the 3rd of January. Okay, but just bear in mind that when the retired item list comes out, if there's stuff on there that you want, I would not wait until the 3rd of January to get it. I would be grabbing it early because things tend to sell out on those retired lists like crazy. Okay, they just go nuts. So, I'm really glad you enjoyed on stage. That's so good. So good, Shirley. Yeah, all of our events are fantastic. They do a really good job with them. All right. Okay, so I'm going to actually use the bear punch tonight because I haven't used it hardly at all. I didn't end up getting the curved label, even though I really like it. And I didn't get the snowflakes or the pick of the patch, but I did get the modern oval. So I got this one and this one, these two, the bear and the oval punch. But tonight I'm going to use the bear. And we have actually got in this catalogue two paper sets. The Walk in the Forest, which is the one that they are donating $4.25 to charity. Okay, and the Beary Christmas. These two both have images on the paper that match the punch. Okay, and it's really nice when they do that. Not only have we got one, but we have two. And also some of the Christmas trees in the Walk in the Forest, those also match one of our die sets. So that makes them even more versatile. So let's have a look at those papers. You're going to have to bear with me. Pardon the pun. Sorry, that was an accident. You're going to have to bear with me because these have been all chopped up and are all over the place. So try and keep them together. So this is the Walk in the Forest paper. Okay, it's got some really lovely Christmas kind of real Christmassy pine cones and berries and things, but also some Christmas trees. And the colours are really interesting. So we've got, Pretty Peacock and Balmy Blue in here, but we've also got Pretty Peacock in the background of this one, and then some greens, and the pine cones are, I believe they are pecan pie. I noticed when they were talking about pecan pie yesterday at On Stage, they were calling it pecan pie. I'm like, That sounds so wrong to me. It's not pecan, it's pecan, right? But, you know, everybody's different. Everyone says things different depending on where in the world you come from. All right, so this one here has the bears, all right? Those match the punch. Well, the ones that are walking this way to the left match the punch, but there is a trick, which I should do a little tip video. In fact, maybe I'll do that on Tuesday. When I do my Technique Tuesday video, I might show you. Would anyone like to see how we turn these bears around? Would anyone like to see that as a technique? If not, I did also tell Cheryl that we might do some embossing in one of my technique classes coming up because she was asking about that. All right, so that's another one with the pretty peacock in the background. And this one has garden green and lots of little pine needles. So is that yes, please, to turning the bear around? Is that what we want to see? And this is more Walk in the Forest. So these trees all match dies in the Merriest Trees bundle, or the Merriest Trees dies. And you can see little Christmas trees on the back there as well. Let's see. I've actually got a couple of packs of paper together here. That's why if it looks like there's more than 2 sheets, it's because I've actually got 2 packs. And this one, I like this one. I like the stripes. We've got pretty peacock, garden green, old olive, and the blue is balmy blue there in the background. Okay, and little same colours except for the balmy blue. We've got those other 3 greens there with the Christmas trees. And I showed you that one before. I think that's it. I think that's all we have. Yeah. And then this is the Beary Christmas paper. All right, so this is the other one that matches the punch. So you can see that we've got little bears here that match the punch. And some of the bears are wearing like Christmas sweaters. This one's got a little rabbit sitting on his back. This one has a rabbit sitting on his nose while they put the star on the Christmas tree. So super cute little images. If you like cutesy kind of stuff, this is probably going to float your boat. On the back there, we've got like a Fair Isle jumper pattern. Some snowflakes there. I really like this one. I think this is gorgeous with the bears. You got the mama bear and she's got 2 little polar bear babies with her and she's sitting on an ice floe, and then this one's he's looking up at the stars. Really like this one. I haven't used it yet, and maybe that's the one I want to use tonight. There's a piece of it. Maybe that will do. And more snowflakes and some bear prints and some all sorts of fun things. So let's have a play with this one because I think these bears are super cute. Really like this. And you could use the paper that what do you call it? What am I trying to say? The colors in the paper are always listed on the back of the paper. So the Beary Christmas paper, it tells us on the back here what colors it will fit. Balmy blue, crumb cake, crushed curry, flirty flamingo, lemon lolly, misty moonlight, mossy meadow, night of navy, old olive, pecan pie, real red, and very vanilla. Okay, so lots of yes, please, to turn the bear around. Okay, yep. Yes, Vicky, it is the same as the deer, and I did a video with that a few years ago, but I will do it again with the bear this week because everyone says they would like to see that, and I'm going to go live on Tuesday afternoon. Last week it was 2 o'clock. It will be around that time again, 2 or 3 at the latest, I would think. Okay, so anyway, here we go. They're all the colours, and then Night of Navy looks good in there. This is Misty Moonlight, and I'm wondering whether I should go with Misty Moonlight. I don't think it really matters, or whether I should go with Night of Navy. How cute are these bears? They're super cute. So let's get this happening. And maybe the Night of Navy would look better. I don't know. I'm going to bring this down a little bit because I want this bear's nose to be on the paper. Let's try that. And then this one. And we're just going to go below Mama Bear there. Aren't they great? Love this. It's like a big iceberg over here. All right, so this is going to be 13.8 long, so I'm just going to take that edge off. All right, so this is my base piece. This is the piece I have underneath. Now, this is, if you're doing centimeters, it's 14.3 long and 10 centimeters wide. Okay, if you're doing inches, it's going to be 5 1/4 long by 4 inches wide. 5 1/4, yeah, inches by 4 inches. Okay, so This is then going to go on that. Now I've got that on there and it does look good, but I'm wondering if Night of Navy would look better. Let me have a quick look because I have both. So this is the Misty Moonlight that I've already used. And then we've also got Night of Navy here. So I'm wondering which one's going to look better. It probably won't make a lot of difference. You can see they are quite different. This is a lot lighter, but they're tonally they work together in a very similar way. So that's the lighter one. And then this would be the darker. Do we think the dark would look better? I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference. Night of Navy, says Joan. Yep, okay. All right, so let's do that. So I'm going to cut this again, just the same size as I said before, 14.3 by 10 centimeters. Okay, and then our bears are going to go right here, like this. All right, so I'm liking that. I'm going to use my seal and just pop this straight on, just to be. Seal is the fastest. If you like quick adhesive, seal is definitely the fastest. And I know a few people have said they've had trouble with the seal. What you need to do is run it along and then lift it at the end. Okay, that way you don't get that, you don't gum up the mechanism, and that's what you're trying to avoid when it comes to seal. But if you can't be bothered with all of that, then certainly there's nothing wrong with just using a different adhesive. Maybe the Tombow would be a better thing for you if you don't like the way this works. All right, now I am going to keep this very simple today. All right, so I'm wondering, if I decide I'm going to use some of this glimmer paper, how beautiful does it look? It's gorgeous, but I don't know whether I do want to use it or not. Maybe I do. We'll see. All right. And then I've also got, oh, you know what? Now that I've got these on here, they're so cute. I don't even know if I want to add another bear. I could add another bear, but I don't know if I want to. All right. So let's grab my scissors, and I'm just going to cut this right across here like this, because I like this bear here. He's really cute, and I don't know whether, like I said, I don't know if I want him or if I don't want him, but I could add him over here. We could add another bear over here on this ice floe. So let's have a little look. Here's my bear punch, and I'm going to pop that straight in here, and as you can see, he's the perfect match, and we're going to cut him out. It's a lot easier than having to fussy cut this, right? Who has the bear punch? Anyone here watching has the bear punch already? Yeah, everyone said Night of Navy. I think it looks best too. They both look good though. All right, so if we want to, we can have him on this ice floe here and pop him up, okay? So let's just do that, just for a bit of fun, something a little different. And let's add a couple of dimensionals behind him there. Okay, now we have an extra bear. Now I'm wanting to have a greeting down here somewhere. A circle will be it's going to take up too much space. So I'm thinking something different. So let me grab my scrap bucket, my scrap box here. And I know we could do like a banner, like in here. That would look good. And that would work reasonably well, actually. But maybe something a little shorter. I don't know. What else have I got? I've got other shapes too. Like this one is maybe a little big. That's too big, I think. But I could also cut this edge off. That's another possibility. This one, once again, it's a little big. So far, this is the banner is the leader. The other one that I thought would look good would be like the little banner from the Cheerful Daisies die. That's good because it's shorter. And it would probably go really well with this. Also, I could use something like this and have that running over the edge. That would be nice. That's another possibility. And I've got a smaller one as well. That one's really nice. All right, so if I'm going to have a, no, I'm going to, it's got white in it as well as vanilla. And I'm thinking I will stick with the white. even though yes, you could go vanilla because there's vanilla and white on the bears. So either would work. So, but I'm looking at some of my different sets and I'm thinking I've got a nice little Love and Joy that would go really well here with this little guy, and that would look good. I wonder, does this match? Kind of does, you know. I'm getting an idea here, guys. This one is from the Christmas Classic set, and I'm thinking it might be nice cut with the Night of Navy glimmer paper. I'm going to turn it over. I always turn my glimmer paper over and cut from the back because I think it's less abrasive on my blade, and that way. So let's have a little look at this, and let's grab our Christmas Classics. Just got to find them. Of course, it's not where it's supposed to be because I've had it out and didn't put it back where it goes. So that's very naughty of me. Oh, found it. Right. You can certainly see that I'm totally, completely making this up as I go along. These are the Christmas Classics, guys. And this is the one I'm thinking about using, this one here, because it will look quite nice behind the other one that I just had out, this one here, which is from the Labels Aglow bundle or set. All right, so this actually works quite well. So I'm thinking, what would I like to have? We've got some, we can do Love and Joy. Do we like the Love and Joy? Season's Greetings is good, but it's very long. And if I put Season's Greetings, it's going to take up nearly all of this, and I'm going to have to cover up some of my bears. And I'm thinking I'd like to have something that sort of goes off the end here, something that goes off the edge. So that will probably work well. So I need a greeting set that is going to not be too long. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm looking in my collection here just to see if I have anything that stands out. At the moment, hoping your home is hoping your home is filled with spirit of the season doesn't feel quite right. There's also To You and Yours, that would work. Love and Joy, like I said before. And I could do, I've got a To You and Yours here. This is nice. Let's have a look at that one. This is in the Christmas Classics. And I think that might work. So let's grab that out. Come on. Stop sticking to my finger. I tell you what, we did we had something come today in the mail, and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. Oh my goodness. Has anyone heard of magnetic chess? So funny. My son and I played, and I don't even know why we were laughing. You know when you're laughing so hard and you have no idea why, because it's just funny. Oh my goodness. It was hilarious. Totally hilarious. But yeah, it's basically 24 magnets, and they're quite a reasonable size. They're about this big. Okay, about, you know, maybe around the size of a 10-cent piece, but they're thick and they're very magnety. And by that I mean is you're supposed to put them down inside a circle, and you keep putting them down until there's almost no room left in the circle. And if your magnet sticks to the other person's magnet or to any of the other magnets, you have to pick them up. And the idea is you've got to be the first one to run out of magnets. So you have 12 each at the beginning, and it's so funny. It's hilarious. Can we buy the host demo item in the celebration? I don't know that you can. I think that if you can, it will be in pre-order. You can't buy it in the product premiere, but you in the pre-order, you might be able to. Usually, if it's going to be available at all. Well, that's a little bit crooked. Is that too crooked? It's not too bad. I'm going to pretend it's not crooked, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so I'm also going to cut this one from this beautiful sparkly paper. So give me 1 second while I do that. This glitter paper, by the way, is from the annual catalogue. This is really, really nice. Oh, you know what I was just thinking? This is nice, but I should have done it with the silver. Well, we still can. See how this is going to look around. That's going to edge that really nicely, but I'm wondering if the silver would be better. You know, the silver with the this one that's got the the adhesive on the back. This one, I think maybe the silver, because the blue, even though it's nice, isn't going to stand out that much. So I'll have to put that one in my scrap box, and we'll cut the silver instead. I love this silver and gold paper. I don't know how long that's going to be available, especially with Leslie buying it all. Between Leslie and me, we've bought a lot together. So if you love the glimmer paper, the gold and silver, it comes in the gold. There's gold and silver pieces in the pack, and then you just peel the back off like this. How cool is that? We love that. All right, so I'm going to put this right about here, and then I'm going to put this one on top of that. And so I think that silver edge is better, don't you? I think it is. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab my scissors again. I had my scissors, what, 2 seconds ago? You guys saw me use them. What did I do with them? Here they are. Found them. I'm just going to turn this over and cut off this edge. Okay. And then this one's going to go on top. I think, do we agree the silver looks better? Because you can see it better. I thought it was the 14th, Leslie, but I could be wrong. Does anyone know the actual date? I probably should look that up. I could look it up for you. Oh, you got some of the silver and gold. I'm so, so glad, Jamie. It's so good. And it's easy to work with. We love that, right? So I'm going to pop this right here. And I'm going to add another one. I'm going to put that right here, right near the edge. Oh, have to take it back off. Right, and let's line that up. Right, so that's how that's looking. Okay, just with the edge, and it runs right off the edge here. And really, this is pretty much it for this card. There's not a lot we need to do, except probably add some bling. And do we need a ribbon or no? Do you think the ribbon would be too much? I think it might be. I think maybe we just need some bling, some dots. What do we think? It's looking good. When you have beautiful designer series paper, you do not need to add very much to it to make a gorgeous card. And that's why designer series paper is amazing. And this catalogue, this current green mini catalogue, is full of absolutely gorgeous designer series paper. So if you love quick and easy cards, oops, I managed to get a little bit of a edge there. 19 packs. I thought it was 18. Have you bought another one, Leslie? Oh my goodness. No ribbon. Wink Stella. Great idea. And bling. All right. So let's let's have a little look and see. Where is my Wink of Stella? I had it earlier. There we go. I think this is the one. What are we going to Wink of Stella? Are we going to Wink of Stella? I don't know. Maybe we'll just do the, I don't want to do all the bears, but maybe we'll do the little babies. We're going to make them more shiny. I used the Wink of Stella yesterday on the bees in my bee cards. Some of you may have seen people posting cards with a set called Be Mine, and they've got all these cute little bees on them. And that was what we were working with yesterday for our training event. And so demonstrators who were registered to go to the training were able to buy them ahead of time, to buy them early. Right, so now I've got glittery. I don't know if you can see it very well, but they are actually shiny. It's hard to see in this camera light. So let me show you the card I made. This is one of the cards we made yesterday. This is my favorite one. And I've got Wink of Stella. See, I've put it there on my bee wings. Can you see it? Oh, it's so hard to see in this light. It's all shiny. They're all sparkly. And then I've used some of the new embellishments with it, the new ribbon, the new paper, the new stamps. This is a punch that punches out the bee with his little stinger, and 2 hearts, and the hearts match the antennae and also the wings. And super, super cute. Really, really fun. So this stuff is going to be in the new mini that comes out in January. So you're going to see a lot more of those, just probably not much yet. All right, let's have a little look at what bling is going to look good. I think I know what's going to look good. I've already got an idea in my head for this. Let me grab it. These are the adhesive backed glitter ribbons, and you can use the blue, the green, or the white. Obviously the green wouldn't work, but the blue or the white are going to look really good on here. So let's see. If I can get it open. Here we go. This is a brand new pack. All right, so the question is, are we going to go with the blue or are we going to go with the white? I think maybe the blue might stand out more. What do you think? You think the bees had too much honey? Yeah, he's pretty cute, isn't he? He looks happy. I think he's a happy bee. Yesterday, the bee in the stamp set, there's 4 different faces. So there's a happy bee, there's a grumpy bee, there's a winking bee, and there's one other. I think it's, am I right? Let me show you. Let me see. It's called, there you go. It's called Be My Valentine, the actual name. So you've got the happy bee, the winking bee, the very happy bee, and the grumpy bee. Okay, so lots of different faces you can put on your bees depending on what you're trying to say, I guess. So that was a bit of fun yesterday. I really enjoyed making it. I made this one a few weeks ago. Some of you may remember we made this one, and in hindsight, I wish I had colored him yellow and stamped the body in yellow, but I still liked how it turned out. So there's lots of things we're going to be able to do with those bees. They're super, super cute. Yep, we think blue. Okay, let's go with the blue. And I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to use a large one here. And maybe I'll put that over here. And then maybe a little guy. Maybe we'll put that right here next to the words. And maybe another one. Oop, left that one behind. Do we want more? Do you think that's enough? Just the 3? Or should we add a couple more? And it's very, very simple little card. I just noticed I didn't push out these little holes, but they look good when they're pushed out. Let me see if I can just push them out really quickly with my Take Your Pick tool. There we go, like that. So I like it. I think it's fun. Oh, did I put the white ones on? What am I doing? I said I was going to put on the blue ones. Sorry, guys. Obviously, I mean, the white looks good too, but I think the blue will look better. Yes, you are correct. I did say blue, and then I put the white ones on. What am I thinking? I left the glue behind. Let me put that back and try that again. Oop. So let's try that. I think the blue does look better. Was it worth doing? Was it worth changing? There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. What an easy card. But I think it's nice having this one looking a little bit 3D. He's stuck on extra, and I think that looks rather good. So there we go. Happy with those. Okay, that's one card. All right, so I was having a look at the bear punch as well and thinking, well, what else can we do with that? Because it's a bit of fun, this punch. And I love having a different shaped punch. I did do a card a few weeks ago where we used a bear with he's wearing a jacket. Do you remember the one? So let's see. I want to use this beautiful paper. It's so nice. And let's have a look at my bear paper here. And I've also got the Walk in the Forest paper. And they do, because of the Balmy Blue crossover, they do kind of go together. So you can kind of use both. So we've got this paper. What do we think? Do we like? And see, there's also the red. And this is nice too. This one doesn't have, you have to fussy cut these shapes. This doesn't have, these ones don't have matching punches, but they're still super cute. I like all the little reindeers and different things that you can do with it. It's a bit of fun. All right, so we've got this. I'm thinking I'm going to go with my blue theme, I think. And we've also got that. Let's have a little play and see. Well, we have that bit of the bit of paper that we had left over from before. I put aside. Let me see. Or maybe we go with navy again, because the navy is really nice, right? And I do like this. I do like the starry sky here. This is nice as well. It's really hard actually deciding what to do because there are so many options. It's really tricky. So I'm thinking I'm going to start with the navy. And I'm going to make it the same measurement as before. So we're going to go with a 4-inch or 10 centimeter wide piece. And this is 14.3. If you're in inches, it'll be 5 1/4. So let's see with that. And I'm deciding which one to go with. Which one? It's hard. It's hard to know. All right. I don't think it's going to matter a lot. Let's go with some snowflakes. I'm going to cut this 3 inches wide, or 7.6 centimeters if you're doing that. And then we're going to make it 13 centimeters or 5 1/8 if you're doing inches. And we're going to cut this into 3-inch wide strips, or 2.5 centimeters. So let me, I know I'm using both centimeters and inches, but I do that sometimes. It depends on what I'm making. If I'm making like a 3D item or something like that, and bring this together. The interesting thing is, yes, I know we do not have bears in Australia. I am well aware of this, but that's okay. I'm going to use my other one. This is a newer one. It runs really well, this one. I'm just going to put this so it is around about the same distance. No, you need to go a little bit longer. At the bottom and the sides. I tell you what, I did watch a really nice movie yesterday. I watched on Netflix All the Light We Cannot See. Well, it's actually a series. It's done in 4 parts. Has anyone else watched it? I really enjoyed it. I can recommend it if you don't mind a little bit of wartime stuff. I'm not a big wartime movie watcher, but it was really well done, and I thought it was a lovely movie. And let me grab that. Now, when you're doing strips like this, you do the outside ones first and make them the same, or roughly the same distance from each side, and then this one just goes in the middle, and that way you've got them equally spaced. So that works really well. Now, I know I'm thinking about using a white. I think I am going to go white. Of course, we could go with a vellum shape, but I'm going to go with white in this case. And I'm going to go and grab my Balmy Blue ink. This one, because this is the matching color for this paper. And I'm going to grab myself a blending brush. Now, if you don't have a blending brush, you could also grab a sponge dauber. That would work as well. So, and I'm going to be coloring straight on here. So I'm going to pick this up. You saw it, Glenda, did you? And Jody said she liked it too. That's great. Yeah, I thought it was really good. And good cast, really well done. Beautifully shot, beautiful movie. But very sad in places. But I mean, it's World War II. Of course, it's going to be very sad. You kind of expect that. All right, so I want to bring my color out a little bit more. Of course, I could have just picked a Balmy Blue piece and you wouldn't need to sponge it, but I like the white edges with the Balmy Blue sponging on it. All right, so that's looking good. And then we're going to find ourselves a bear to punch out. So let's find one. Let's see, what have I got? I have actually used up, as you can see, most of my bears on this paper. I used them for a class, actually. There's one here, so let's go with that one. Most of the ladies in my class, they wanted the bears with the jumpers on. So there's none of those ones left for punching. Of course, I could fussy cut any of the others, and that would actually look fine. Right, let's okay, and then I grab my punch. You just need to cut immediately below, because then you've got enough room to line up your punch and punch it out. Like this. All right, so now our bear is going to go in here, and you can see that lovely blue sponging coming out from behind him. So let's pop him on here. Now, when it comes to, in a second, I'm going to add some ribbon to this, and we have lots of choices for ribbon. So let's pop him right here. And he's going to go right here like this, and I'm going to use dimensionals behind there as well. And let's pop him right here. Just like that. He's looking nice, isn't he? Isn't that beautiful? It's so simple, but looks really, really nice. And we have a few choices down the bottom here. We can have a season's greetings that goes all the way across. I like this season's greetings here. Or we could also use the season's greetings from the Labels of Glow dies, which is also really nice. Another option, I mean, we could also have something smaller, like a tidings of comfort and joy. But I think the season's greetings on here might be just fine. Does everyone think that that would work okay? What do you think? Yes, Leslie, Jody just said, all the light we cannot see is the name of it. It's very, very beautiful. And I just, yeah, I really enjoyed it very much. And my hubby enjoyed it too. So good for everybody. All right, so let's pop this Season's Greetings on here. This Season's Greetings is from the Christmas Classics set, this one. And I really like it. I think it's a nice greeting. And we can go Night of Navy, or we could go Misty Moonlight. Both are going to work just fine. But I've got this one here, so I'm going to use it. So let's just tap that on there. And let's pop that right there like that. And I'm going to pop a couple of dimensionals behind this. Just the top. I'm putting them slightly towards the top because I haven't decided whether I would like to have a bit of silver underneath. Possibly. We'll see. Hello, Cookie. All right, so this is coming together really nicely. What do we think? Do you like this? We could use a little bit of the silver on it, like as maybe a strip. Let's see how that would look. I'm just going to move everything to one side and bring my trimmer in. If you don't have a trimmer, okay, can I recommend to you, it's a great piece of basic equipment to have, okay? And this particular trimmer, I think, is particularly good. I really like this Stampin' Up! Trimmer. I have had a lot of trimmers. I feel like I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to what trimmers look good and what are not so great, and what don't work as well. And this is a really great trimmer, and it's got both inches and centimeters on it, and you can see them. The centimeters are above this line and the inches are below, and you've got plenty of grids to make sure that your project stays straight. It has an arm that comes out. Oh, it does. There it goes. And you can have all the way up to 44 centimeters or 17¼ inches, but I don't usually need it for things more than 12 inches. So but it's fabulous. And the blades come in a pack of 4. You can also buy, you didn't used to be able to, in the catalogue you won't find any extra scoring blades. If you lose your scoring blade though, the scoring blades are available as an online exclusive. Okay, so you can get them in the online store. So what I'm thinking about doing here is adding just like a little strip here that goes immediately underneath here. I think that will look good. So to get the backing off, what I do is I flip my finger over the edge until it starts to separate. All right, so I can see that starting to separate. Peel the back off. And then we're just going to kind of nudge this into place. Probably should have put it down first, but I wasn't sure if I wanted it or not. So I've decided I do like it now. Yep, that's good. All right, and just need to put that little bit there. All right, so we need some bling. Do we go with the same ones we did before? Because those would look good again. We can go the blue or the white. Do we want to go blue again? Because we know they go, right? Oh, I'm glad you like it, Joan. Blue or white? What do we think? We used the blue ones last time on this card. Nobody has a thought. I don't think it probably matters too much. I should go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Love at First Sight on Netflix. Oh, that's good to know. I haven't heard of that one. Thanks, Jody. Margaret was first, and Margaret said blue. Okay, blue it is. Right, so I'm going to grab my take your pick tool again with the pointy end, and I'm going to use one of the large ones here, and I'm going to have that right about here. And then I'm going to go a small one, And I'm going to pop that right there. And another small one. Oop. Just above there. There we go. Just like that. So what we need to do, of course, is put that on a white card base. And we have 2 cards. They're both very similar colours. But there you go. Another 2 Christmas cards. Do you guys realise every time I make Christmas cards, it's awesome because I'm getting closer to having enough cards to send out. So it's a double thing. Not only do I get to show you guys what you can do with some of your sets and how it all works, but not only that, I also get to make my own Christmas cards. Because goodness knows, I seem to have every year a need for lots of cards. All right. And I'm determined this year not to leave writing out my Christmas cards until the last second. I thought I might even see if I could get started on it this week. You'll have to check in with me next weekend and see how I went. Did I get my Christmas cards started? Because like I've got the cards made. I just getting them and actually writing them and putting them in the envelopes. That's the bit that I need to work on. Okay. Now. All right, I think I like that. Which one do we like best? Do we have a favorite tonight? A very berry Christmas tonight. Oh, I'm glad you like them. I'm so glad. That's really good. So, a couple of things I need to say to you. First of all, if you have never seen me before, or even if you have, but you haven't subscribed to my channel here, please hit that subscribe button because that's how I get my stuff out to the world, by people knowing when I've got videos coming up. And you can see YouTube will actually, if you're a subscriber, YouTube will notify you that I have put out a new video or something like this. So I'm really hoping that as many people as possible will actually hit the subscribe button, because the other thing is I have a little personal goal. I'm going to share it with you. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. And I was really hoping to do it by the end of this year. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I'm hoping it will because I'm not that far away. So I think I did check today. Let me just tell you really quickly. Last time I looked, I was 9,547. So I've got like 50 to go. And then I will be at the 10,000 mark. So that's what I'm aiming at. That's just my little goal. So if you haven't subscribed before, I hope you will, and help me get there, because that would be exciting. Not that anything really amazing happens when I get to 10,000, but I will feel good about it because it's just my personal little goal. So yeah, if you could hit that button, that would be awesome. Okay, what's happening this week? I need to tell you, really important, we have a sale. Woohoo! You may have seen it advertised. The sale will start on the 14th. That's Tuesday. Today is Sunday. So we have a sale. It's a seasonal sale, and it is on annual catalogue items. And the cool thing is, it is actually, and I will read it to you because I don't want to get it wrong. Where is my message? I put a message up on my Facebook group, on my VIP group, for if you're in that group. And I also put another bit of information on my Facebook page. So either one will give you that information. So it's going to be 10% off. Let me quickly, ribbons and trim in the annual catalogue. And then 15% off inks. Now that includes ink pads, refills, markers, and blends, but doesn't include bundles. So like not your whole the bundles of markers, no. But the blends are included, and they come in pairs. So yes, those will be included, 15% off. 20% off papers. Now that includes cardstock as well. Okay, that's really important. If you have colours that you're out of stock of, or that you would like to stock up on, then getting 20% off those papers is a great time to get involved and actually get what you need. So it's a really good time to stock up on your basics and supplies. Does anyone have any questions about it at all? Something it's worth knowing, if you're a demonstrator, when you you get your demonstrator discount on these things, and then you get those Stampin' Up discounts on top of that. So you get both. You get your demonstrator discount and you get the further 10, 15 or 20% off on top of that. So that's amazing. All right. You love the first one? Oh, thanks, Margaret. Oh, you're starting yours tomorrow, Leslie. Well, good on you. That's fantastic. Yep. Have a good week. See you Tuesday if you're watching for Techniques. So Tuesday afternoon or Friday night next week for my next Friday Night Live. Have a fantastic week, you guys, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.